Kia ora, welcome back to Mercury Bay Park Arena. It is game 2 of day 2. dsport taking on Canterbury Black, and the ball's out of court. And we'll be with dsport playing in the yellow from the mighty Wellington region. I've heard Wellington changing their name a couple of seasons ago. Looking for the ball, finds his brother. Chris Barry wearing 1, Michael Barry wearing 12. Greg Mitchell marking well. The Canterbury Black. Nice ball away to Michael, intercepted by Greg Mitchell. And Greg Mitchell opened up the scoring, 1-0, Canterbury Black leading. Michael Barry finding a supporting player there. Apologies, just as I'm Bevin, Jenkinson of Best Broadcasting with you, doing camera and commentary. Don't have team list right in front of me as Chris Barry gets the ball out of court. Referees for this one, Lincoln Stewart and Dave King. Dave King in his second year of refereeing sport, is 1 metre violation, and it will be a penalty try. So first try from dsport is 1 apiece. Andrew Edmondson over from New South Wales, plays for the Gladiators and the Australian wheelchair team. Steelers. Greg Mitchell winding up down court, gets his arms going and beats the number 6 for dsport. Mitchell, it's 2 apiece. Just over a minute gone in this first period. Last game of pool play as Edmondson scores 3-2. There was Chris Barry looking at options. Con McLennan wearing 6 down there. It's an 8-second violation. Used to have 10 seconds to inbound the ball, it's now 8, and first turnover of the game goes the way of Canterbury. Canterbury Black, Canterbury Red played just before, having a comfortable win against Manawatu. Any good that milkshake, Toddy?
You got a coffee shop to drop your milk.
Oh, fair enough. Barry finding McLennan, finding Michael. Michael long down. McLennan's got a hand to it, but Greg Mitchell with the turnover. And going to slide in on that right hand corner. Great to have you wherever you're tuned in, folks. Bevin, Jenkinson of Best Broadcasting on a little less hours of sleep than I wanted to. It's McLennan. Finds Barry. Michael Barry pushing down court. Got Chris off to his right, his twin. Greg Mitchell being a nuisance. It's actually a compliment when I say it like that. Oh, Brian's there with Chris. Chris Barry looking. Trying to find Conor McLennan, can't. And another turnover the way of Greg Mitchell. And it now, score started to blow out a little bit. Canterbury charges Black 6-2 leading. 5 minutes 40 left. All down to McLennan. McLennan takes it, and it's a backcourt violation. Once you take the ball into your front foot, you can't go back. Another try to the Chargers. Black looks as though they'll play the game at 1 o'clock. Second and pull 2. Taking on second and pull 1 is Gavin Rolton. Well Black's coach, having just been retained, is just waiting to see. There's a whistle gone. Legal use of hands against Greg Mitchell. So he'll spend 30 seconds in the bin, or a try from dsport. Used to be a minute, but not anymore. Only 30 seconds, a few rule changes coming in this season. Good ball there to McLennan. He's going to hold up short of the try line, just using a bit of game management. And gets over for his team's third try.
Take it, Greg.
You got it, Greg.
But toing and throwing down over here with Mitchell being tied up by a couple of low pointers. Great ball from Mitchell Simpson to Edmondson. It's a great pass away to Greg Mitchell. And Greg Mitchell scores 8-3, his fourth of the game. McLennan with a long ball down for Michael Barry, and it's just out of reach. Canterbury back with possession. Greg Mitchell, he's done a lot of things in the sport. Coach, he's currently the video analysis for the Wheel Blacks in the other game on Court 2 early this morning. The brand makers Waikato Stampede 67-46 against Mercury. White. Things are tied up down there. Nice ball out the back to Chris Barry, and a legal call, legal use of hands against Greg Mitchell. His second time into the bin. It's Mother's Day, of course, here in Aotearoa. Michael Barry finding Quillan McLennan. 9-4. Chargers Black, leading. Greg Mitchell, nice one inbound there to Ian Simpson, back to him. The give and go with a low pointer. Long ball down to Andrew Edmondson. Edmo as he's affectionately known. And a bit of expert comments coming in from Michael Todd. That's what you love about the wheelchair rugby community. A lot of smack talk is generally about your own team players. As dsport score their fifth, 10-5, 3:40 to play, first period. Give and go with Mick Simpson. Off to Adelaide at the end of the month with the Wheel Blacks, his first trip into the team. Greg Mitchell, who's the video analysis for the Wheel Blacks, he's also been head coach, mechanic at the Paralympic qualifiers. He was mechanic one moment, commentator the next. I said coach, so. Yeah.
Really hasn't been here, it's got the only thing yet.
There's great hands in the end by Chris Barry. 11-6. Thanks, Mike. You've actually answered the one question I've always wondered. What hasn't he done? Kira.
He hasn't officially been here.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm...
He's been in masseuse internally, you see.
He's an everywhere man, Greg Mitchell.
He's got he's got an alternate personality.
As McLennan goes into the bin. Third illegal use of hands. For the game. I think that's the first time dsport have had a player in, so Canterbury charges with a one-player advantage. Jamie Kaito on court. Back over the top to Edmo. And Andrew Edmondson taking a year off from the Australian Steelers wheelchair team. He'll be playing at the 2025 Santos World Wheelchair Rugby Challenge at the end of the month, though, for New South Wales. Great to see New South Wales. Jamie Kaito gets it out of McLennan's hands. And dsport with a turnover. No, they don't. We'll stay with Canterbury.
Away from half, Jamie.
Yeah, New South Wales joined by the Wheel Blacks, Australian Steelers, Germany, Brazil, Netherlands. It's going to be a great tournament being held in Adelaide, 29th of May to the 1st of June. Keep an eye on socials. I'm sure it'll be covered by Fox Sports over there. As the barriers working well together. And nice ball to McLennan. He's got Kaito on him. Looking at options, he's playing the patience game. 15 left on the try clock. Gives it away to Michael Barry. And then Kaito getting his hand in there. It'll be out of court. 2 seconds left on the try clock. Wheelchair Rugby League being taking place on the other side of that screen a bit later on today, part of the Health Vision Festival of Disability Sport. Is be a 40-second violation. Play on is the call. Hidden Barclay with it. Just short, just over halfway. He's got to watch his casters. Gets a great pass away to Edmo. Back to Hidden Barclay. And he scores Canterbury's 14th. First spell of the game, Hidden Barclay goes over, and he's back up on his wheels again.
Replay that shit.
Yeah. I'd love to, actually. I'll have to clip it. There will be highlights and bloopers posted on Facebook before WRC2. What's going to do? No? No, you're not allowed to do that, but yeah. Barry moving up court, and he goes over. I actually think that one might be a bit of friendly fire. He's caught the front of McLennan's chair.
Go Jamie!
Sorry, Bucks just turned in to try and help things. Yes, it's an 8-second violation, no bounce or pass. This game's just broken up a little bit. There's still 53 seconds left in this first period. 14-6, the Canterbury Chargers leading. There with McLennan. Last game we saw is Chris Barry does very well on the halfway line there. And McLennan takes a great pass. Thank you, Jacinta. That, I mean, the amount of time we'll stop it up.
There's a player, plus another player.
Irini Barclay down to Edmondson. And he will roll over for the 15th try. 15-7, 26 seconds left. There with McLennan, getting over half. 20 seconds left on the clock. Edmondson chasing well. It's fine. Kaido getting over halfway, gets the pass away. Edmo, the time is running out, and not Michael getting his hands in the way. 1 second left.
Give the key, Jamie.
Still have time to score here though. This time doesn't start till it's touched, and it's out of court. And that is the end of the first period here. It is Canterbury Black 15 leading dsport.
Can they go on the blue for real?
Welcome back, second period action. Game 2 of day 2, the last of the pool games. As Irini Barclay gets around and over first try of the second period, 16-8. The Canterbury Chargers Black leading. Chris Barry wearing 12. Finds his twin Michael in 1. Gets it on his own baseline. Has his brother running screen. McLennan. Nice ball across court. And it's out of the court off Chris. And it'll be a Chargers ball. For Canterbury, Kaido, Irini Barclay, Ian Simpson and Andrew Edmondson. For dsport, it's Connor McLennan, Chris Barry, Michael Barry, and a 0.5 that I've completely gone. Johan Gals, thank you. I was like, I recognise him. I recognise the player, I just can't. Yeah. Johan Gals. There with Chris Barry's been pinched though from Edmondson. Back to Kaido, just on halfway, and yeah. It went into half and then just got a little tap, forced him back into the backcourt, and dsport with the turnover. Warriors in a very good position at the moment, second on the NRL table. In the New South Wales Cup, the feeder into the NRL, the New South Wales team. Where's the Warriors on that? Do you know, Mike Todd? Where's Warriors sitting on the New South Wales Cup table?
Warriors? No idea.
They're one better than the NRL team. Number 1. The Wales are second with Luke Metcalf doing so well in the halves.
How yet if you know?
Well, that was the post I saw on the Legend of Marty Banks page. Don't say it. Don't say it. There with Irini Barclay. Absolutely had faith. Had for 30 years. Down to Kaido. Kaido giving chase. And I think the ball might beat him. It does. And it'll end up with dsport. And of course, the under-17s Warriors team won the competition as well for the second year running. So maybe Maybe it is our year. We'll get back to the real rugby though. Here with Michael, flicking it up over to Connor McLennan. And McLennan scores his third of the period. 17-11 they trail. 6:20 left. There with Kaido. Back to Edmondson. Do you need me to move? There with Edmondson. Edmondson trying to find his way through. Can't. Nice offload though to Hidini Barclay. And Canterbury have called a 60-second timeout. Rolling some subs on as well. Timeout taken, and Greg Mitchell with a turnover. Back on court. 19-11, 6 seconds left in this half. There with Michael Barry. Moving down, good wacky do coming on from Greg Mitchell. Gets over half. Good screening from Mitchell though. I know as part of the World Black setup he also partakes in trainings as well, an able-bodied player, but brings that physicality to the game. dsport score there 12, 19-12 they trail. 5.5 left in the half. There's Edmondson feeding Greg Mitchell, no problems. Chris Barry finding his twin brother, Michael. Edmondson blocking well. Gets a good pass away to Chris though. Just short of halfway. Someone's tire's gone. And it's a jump ball. Mitchell's managed to have the same position at the two players in position at the same time. And it will be dsport with the inbound. Connor McLennan getting a new tyre coming in. McLennan ball. Equipment timeout taken. Looking for some support. Nice little underpass to Chris Barry. And thought the whistle had gone, but hadn't. And Michael scores another 20-13. 4 minutes 50 left in the half. Apologies that the camera work's a little bit shoddy at the moment. It's been a pretty long weekend. Great to have you wherever you are. Michael Barry across to McLennan. I believe it's McLennan's third year of playing the sport. Mitchell through a hole. Nicknamed Jeffy. there was a couple of years ago where one of the Wheel Blacks support staff couldn't pronounce his name right. I think she was Dutch, wasn't she, Tony? Oh, does it? The ringer, okay.
The ringer is an 8-body.
I thought it had something to do with, you know, Renski? Was it Renski?
I don't know, but yeah, that definitely comes from the ringer, the movie.
Fair enough then.
Like the size space, they will go. I thought it was quite fitting.
You ask some players actually where their nickname comes from, they've got no clue. They've had it for so long they don't know where the origin is.
Very true.
As Jeffy does go for another 23-14, 4:10 left in the half. Bouncing around and Mitchell goes bang bang with the intercept. Chris Barry finding Michael. Moving up court. Over halfway. And intercept. Mitchell's got his hand through and Edmondson on this left wing. And Mitchell finishes it off. 25-14. 3 minutes 50 left in the half. Chris finding his brother, Michael. Edmondson marking well. 90% of wheelchair rugby is played off the ball. There's a good trap there. Gets a pass away. McLennan though will pick it up. 15 left on the try clock. Trying to find some support. 6 seconds left. Over the top. And 10 seconds no doubt. It's dsport, based in Wellington. Hereford Wellington changed the name a few years ago now. Gavin Rolton, the Wheel Blacks coach, back on court for Johan Gals. Edmondson finding Greg Mitchell. Goes around in that right corner, can't be stopped at the moment. Nice ball through the middle of the court. And Edmondson adds his third of the half, of the period. Michael Barry working well with his twin. Ball down court to Chris. And Chris will score his second of the game. 26-15. dsport trailing Canterbury Chargers Black. Mitchell moving around. Uses those wings very well. You can see why, even though he's an able-bodied player, they use him in trainings for his physicality and the way he plays his game. Definitely knows the sport. There's Chris Barry. Just tipped on. It's actually ended up quite well with Michael. Edmondson with him. And Edmondson watches him go over the line. 27-16, 2.5 to play. First half, second period. Give and go with Mitchell Simpson. And Greg Mitchell rolling away. Makes it a comfortable 12-point margin now. As Canterbury just sitting back in the key on defence, preserving a bit of energy. As whistle's gone, Jamie. Dave!
Cancel.
Sorry folks, just having out the officials, letting them know about the subs. As Jamie Kaido and Josh Hiddenly Barclay comes on court. was having a talk with somebody last night in my accommodation, reminiscing about the fact I was calling him Josh Nicholson yesterday by accident, and then realised that the Josh Nicholson's a 2-pointer and plays for Australia.
Wait for the line, Jamie. Pull out, Josh, pull out.
Slight difference in the amount of limbs that the two Joshes have. So McLennan scores the 17th for dsport. 28-17 they trail, 140 left in the half. Edmondson finding Hiddenly Barclay, and it's out of court. And we'll stay with Canterbury. No, sorry, it's dsport ball. And Chris Barry adds the 18th for dsport. Of course, they host the next New Zealand domestic tournament, 28th and 29th of June, WRC 2.
Jamie's up. Yeah, Jamie.
Which Kaito scores his second of the match.
Stay on him, Jamie. Stay on your man. Go, Jamie.
Ball
break.
down,
Break,
caught.
Jamie, break.
Gavin Rolton there.
Hey,
Wins the fight over Jamie Kaito. 0.5 on a 2.5. Don't often see 0.5s winning those battles. Here's Michael Berry on that far side, now coming back in. Hiddenly Barclay. There's the time winding down. It's
33 seconds.
29-19, as you may have heard Mike Todd say, 33 seconds left. And this is at the front of the chair of Kaito, so he's back with dsport. It's a big mountain to climb, 10-point margin, 10 tries, is the gap. But momentum can do a lot of things in sport. Chris Barry finding McLennan. Trying to move his tier around.
Coaches, guys. Coaches. Once they score.
There with McLennan. 18 seconds left. Canterbury looking strategically to score it, to get a coach's timeout. And Rolton scores. Lincoln! No, sorry. Yeah. And Canterbury calling the 60 seconds timeout. And as it's inside the last minute, they're allowed to move the ball up to the front half of court. One of the new rule changes this season, this year. 9.8 seconds left, 29-19. Clock doesn't start until it's touched on court. Moved around. Hiddenly Barclay, great ball there to Edmondson. 3.5 seconds left of the half. And dsport returned kindly with their 60-second timeout. So they move there. They get the inbound back in the front court as well. One of the new rule changes this season, but actually quite a number, to be honest. 3.5 left. There with Michael Berry fires it away to McLennan. McLennan working well and scores. And that is half time. dsport scoring their 20th. They trail 30 points to 20. We're back in 5 minutes. Second half action coming up. Alright, welcome back. Second half, about to get underway. Thought I'd chuck through the business trailer of what I've accomplished in 6.5 years of doing the live stream. I've gone running off to find my throaties because those are always good to suck on while you're commentating. Keep the voice moist. The voice moist, is that how you say it, Tony? Understandable, mate. Canterbury Chargers leading 30-20 against dsport. Edmondson to Greg Mitchell. Finding room around on this right hand side. And to Michael Barry and scores. Canterbury Chargers have Mitchell Simpson, Greg Mitchell, Andrew Edmondson and Craig Wilson on court. For dsport, Conor McLennan with Spall, Johan Gales, Chris Barry and Michael Barry. This gets the pass away just short of the halfway line. Good chair control there from Michael Barry. Trying to find some support, gets a little bit of a tip there from Edmondson. Johan Gales, turnover just lost at the 0.5. And Greg Mitchell scores Canterbury's second of the half. The lower the classification, the less function a player has. 0.5 is your lowest, which is Johan Gals. 3.5 is your highest. If you're watching the last game, which was the first game of today, Jacinta Richardson who was playing as a 3.5. There's Andrew Edmondson making a menace, still claimed. It's a turnover. Not too sure what the calls come in there. Well, it's an 8-second violation. Might have been 8 seconds in the key. Edmondson away to Greg Mitchell. Hooter goes on the other court. Mitchell, net well, great pass away to Edmondson. And it's 33-20 now. 3 goals to 0 in the second half. Chargers leading. There's Michael Barry does well, turns his chair, gets it away to McLennan. A lot of support for dsport in the corner there. Edmondson away to Greg Mitchell and just pretty much cruising along. Coming up at 1 PM, still to be decided actually what that game is. I believe it might be Canterbury Red playing Canterbury Black, second in each pool. That is a change in the program due to flights. As Michael Barry goes close, gets the ball away, and no try. Chris Barry had left the court as he took the ball. Got to have it before you go over the line. There's Mitchell, sends it down court. There's really nobody down here other than Lincoln Stewart, the referee. As McLennan will pick it up. Oh, he almost runs it over. He's actually knocked it out of court. Very close to a held ball actually being trapped under. Lincoln's gone tearing off down the other court. Fixes the cone there on the key. And Canterbury fortunate to still have the ball in possession. Greg Mitchell takes it over Craig Wilson's head, fires it back over to Edmondson. And Edmondson adds the 4th Chargers try of the half. 35-21, it's the 5th try, sorry. McLennan fighting with Mitchell. Finds it over to Michael Barry. Almost lost it the pass. Offloads it away down to Chris Barry. Fires it back to his twin. Not a talk from the lady in the centre of screen there. It's Greg Mitchell taps it on. Picked up by Mitchell Simpson, although the whistle's gone. It'll be a Canterbury inbound. And there with Edmondson drag race with McLennan. And Edmondson wins it just on the line. Chris Barry finding McLennan this time. On that right wing. And making it look effortlessly. And scores their second of the half, 36-22. Just under 5 to play in this third period of 4. Edmondson firing it down to Mitchell. Another drag race going on. This time Greg Mitchell gets his arms going and wins. 37-22, 4:50 left in the period. Ball hit from Barry to Barry. It's Michael Barry with ball. Edmondson marking well. Greg Mitchell in. Nice ball over the top. And McLennan will score. Guys, have you told the bench? Cool. There with Mitchell. Nice little offload up over to Edmondson. The two of them know each other well. As I said, Andrew Edmondson, the Australian Steelers player. Greg Mitchell, a World Black staff member. Both have been involved in the sport a while. Yes, Chris Barry, Michael Barry loses it. Edmondson with the turnover and finds Mitchell no problem. This is like Canterbury ready to make a three-player change at the next chance. McLennan, long ball down to Michael Barry. Times it well, turns, finds Mitchell with him. Greg Mitchell going backward, shadowing well, and he's lost it. And Andrew Edmondson with the turnover. We'll clip that because that might make the bloopers. And Greg Mitchell turns it around and scores their 40th. Dave. Been involved in the sport. I think this is my 15th year with the sport. Taking the odd year off from time to time as the dsport have called a timeout. Started as a referee, then went to a bench official, and now end up myself live streaming. Timeout taken. It is there with Leo Hoffman. He great support of the Wellington Phoenix men and women's side, the football team, who up until this season was New Zealand's only football side in the what is now the Isuzu Ute A-League. Of course, Auckland FC finishing minor premiers have the weekend off, and I think they played Melbourne Victory in a home and away for semi-finals Long ball down. Hidden Barclay scores. Here with McLennan. McLennan moving around Cairo, up and down with Edmondson. Down to Rose Vire, who's on court for the first time. And she scores 41-25. Canterbury Chargers leading. Hidden Barclay, no look pass to Edmondson. He taps it on to Cairo. Cairo, who scored a few already in this game, scores another. Oh. There's the tipped out and pulls there. So Kirsten with her young kids. I've just realised who you were. Sorry, Kirsten.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I've actually live streamed a football game Kirsten played for Te Araho side a few years ago. There's Jamie Cairo in the bin. First player in the bin this half. Hoffman away to Edmondson. It's a turnover. And Hidden Barclay scores. As Jamie Cairo tried to get back on court, not realising it's going to be the opposition who score a try or 30 seconds. Well taken there by McLennan. One ball down, oh, it hits Michael Perry. He collects. Hidden Barclay in there. Can't rip it. Edmondson. And oh, it's out of the reach of McLennan. It'll be Canterbury ball, 43-25 they lead. 2:11 left in the third period. And down there from Ian Simpson. Hidden Barclay looking, turning around well in front of his own baseline. Gets a long ball down to Edmondson. Edmondson giving chase, wins it. No problem. 14-5, Canterbury Chargers leading this period. Leo Hoff with the inbound, and he's let it go before the whistle, so it's a turnover. Whistle's got to go before you inbound it. Some players tend to just get a little bit eager with their throw. And it's been tapped out, no try. And it's going to stay with yellow. No, it's Canterbury ball, sorry. That's what I thought it was, Edmondson. Looking around at Hopkins. Ball there to Hidden Barclay, and he takes it well. 46-25, 1:45 left in the half. In the period, sorry. Third period of 4. Yes, McLennan racing away with this one. It scores. Great transition of play there as Edmondson adds another. 46-26, the margin 20. Hoffman can't find McLennan. It's loose, not too many people knew where the ball was. Rosemeyer picks it up. Does well, nice flick ball out the back to Michael Barry. What a pass, and even more better. Straight to McLennan. And dsport with another. 46-27. Over a minute to play. Ball down to Kaido. McLennan there medium. Oh, he's ripped it. And it's out of court. It stays with Canterbury. Ball there to Henry Barclay. A couple of years now he's been playing the sport. Nice ball over. And then Edmondson takes it. And Edmondson helps himself to another. There's a little bit of lack of communication between dsport players. There's no inbounder at the moment. And it's there, he's got to get rid of it quickly, he does. Off away to Chris Barry, Michael Barry, sorry, Rose via the chase screening. Away to McLennan. And McLennan scores 48-28. Edmondson winding round, the next game is confirmed. It's a battle of the second place teams in the two pools. Canterbury Black will be backing up, playing Canterbury Red. As dsport have called a 60-second timeout. Their second timeout they've called this half. And they've one left. As it's in the last minute of the period, they get the inbound up at the front court. Michael Barry, 7 seconds left. Trying to find McLennan and can't, it's out of court. 2 seconds left. Canterbury taking their coach's timeout, but only so they can move the ball up court. Two seconds left on the clock. Easy enough to score if they can. Barkley, Henry Barkley goes over. And that ends the third period. It is Canterbury Chargers Black 49 leading dsport 28. Welcome back. Last period of this match between dsport and Canterbury Black as they get through. No, they don't. It's 10 seconds in the key and a turnover for Canterbury. They'll be backing up at 1 p.m. taking on Canterbury Red. Second in Pool A taking on second in Pool B. There's Mitchell gliding away down court. And thought the whistle had gone, but no, it's the other call. Try scored. Bevin, Jenkinson, the best broadcasting. Pleasure to have you wherever you are. Any dodgy camera works because Mike Todd's just bumped the tripod. The cannon, it's gone out of court. Well, as I say that, I love that. I'd give you a day chair, a bit of a whack too with my knee. A reminder there'll be a highlights and bloopers reel posted to wherever you're watching this.
Nice, Ian.
Before WRC 2 at the end of June.
Go back.
There's a bit of fight going on.
Nice,
And yes, it is a jump ball. Good call there from the referee, Dave King, in the position to call it. And the possession arrows with Canterbury. Mitchell moving through, gets through the hole between Rolton and McLennan. And 6:52 left in this one, 51-28. The final of WRC 1 taking place at 3 p.m. It'll be Auckland Rhinos taking on the Brandmakers Waikato Stampede. Yes, Michael Barry goes through, 51-29. dsport from Wellington trailing. Mitchell Simpson down long, so it's up well for him. And Mitchell Simpson on the board in this game for the first time. Subs, Emma. McLennan moving down court, fires it off to Michael Barry. Looking around the back for support, finds McLennan. And a legal player leaving the court. Some great work there from Chris Barry, forcing Ian Simpson out of court. And then Ian Simpson will head over to the bin. Dave! No! So we tried. There's Chris Barry, straightens up. He's trapped there well. He's got to get out of the key very soon. McLennan goes back, and yeah, the 8 seconds violation. Jamie Cairo and Mitchell Simpson off court for Canterbury Chargers. As Greg Mitchell making his way through, McLennan marking him well. Michael Barry there. And Greg Mitchell eventually makes it over. McLennan didn't make it easy though. There with Michael Barry, sending it long to Conor McLennan. And he will score dsport's 30th, 53-30, 5:21 left in this game. was Greg Mitchell making it way through. Yes, put before because Ian was in the spin, that's why. That makes sense. I'd wish it made millions of dollars rather than cents though. 54-30, Canterbury Chargers, Black leading. There with Michael Barry. Ripped from Edmondson and makes it back through. Didn't have possession in the front court, so he was able to take it to the back court. And Greg Mitchell goes over backwards. Yeah, no, it's a jump ball being called there. It is.
We just hit John goes on.
There with Michael Barry trying to crash through. Well, I thought I'd give it more amp than it needed, you know.
Nice D, Black.
And illegal player leaving the court. Penalty try for dsport. Yes, they gave the car keys to head table official Yvonne Mackey last night. The condition though, Tony, I said was that the car had to have less things than it does already when she returns it. Well, I thought I'd try. Oh, nice hands there with Greg Mitchell showing the bit of difference between an able-bodied and a quad player with his catching ability. I still think, Toddy, and I actually say this quite often, is great intercept there with Greg Mitchell. The messiest boat race I've ever seen is you guys, AJ Oceania in Tokyo. Nah, you wouldn't, would you?
Hey, Matthias, come here. Hey, don't touch anything.
Ball down to, McLennan's pinched it from Chris Barry. It's gone through on the inside. And dsport score anyway, 57-32. Three minutes 40 left on the clock. Long ball down to Mitch Simpson. And it's over his head. Edmondson picks it up. Mitchell Simpson a one-pointer, getting to the 2025 Santos World Wheelchair Rugby Challenge in Adelaide. And try scored. Nice ball over the top. Taken by Michael Barry. Good hit coming in. Great ball down to McLennan. Scores dsport's 33rd. 58-33 they trail. 3 minutes left in this game. Big thanks to the Festival of Disability Sport Wheelchair Rugby sponsor McFall Fuel. Health Vision Festival of Disability Sport 2025 WRC 1, which has been the case for the last few years. And Barry stripped of it from Edmondson. Mitchell has it. 30 seconds left on the try clock. Michael Barry there just shadowing him. Craig Wilson does some good screening. Gets the ball away and Edmo goes over backwards. As coach's timeout called from dsport. 60-second timeout. timeout taken along with a couple of subs. dsport have used all their 3 60-second timeouts. Harry sends it down, Rose via there. Rose looking for her second of the game. Hirini Barkley shadowing. And Rose via scores her second. dsport 34, 60-34. Got him down there to Hirini Barkley, shifting from a defence to attack. Has been playing well for the Canterbury Black team. And he gets around McLennan, no problem. 2 minutes left. Coming up at 1 PM in 3/4 of an hour. Canterbury Red taking on Canterbury Black. There's Leo Hoffman pushing through, and he's lost it. Edmondson picks it up. Leo Hoffman's a great man to talk to. As I said, loves his football. And Jamie Kaito gets over for his 5th. This one's lost over the back. Hirini Barkley's going to force the turnover. 1:36 left. Ball over, and Edmondson goes back to back, backwards. 63-34. I suspect the next match is going to be a classic ding-dong battle between the 2 Canterbury teams. As McLennan gets over halfway and fires it down to Michael Barry. 63-35, 1:21 left in this game. Ball down, and it's going to sit well for Andrew Edmondson, New South Wales Gladiator player, scoring. McLennan's gone into the bin there. Edmondson with ball. Wheelchair Rugby League taking place on the other side of that screen. Hirini Barkley marked by Vaya and Hoffman. There with Edmondson.
16.
Winding down the clock. 10 left on the try clock. Less than the game clock, so dsport will have at least one more attempt with ball in hand. Used to be a tech foul if you called a timeout when you didn't have any left, but that's been scratched as Michael Barry gives chase.
Coach on it.
Canterbury calling the 60-second timeout, so they get the ball in the front court. Andrew Edmondson to Hirini Barkley. There's 13 left on the clock. You can hear Michael Todd count it down. It's a funny voice of Michael Todd. It's more like Greg Mitchell's voice. 65-36. There's Michael Perry, collects the ball, and that'll be all she wrote. The last game of pool play here, it is Canterbury Chargers Black 65 beating dsport from Wellington 36. We'll be back at 1 PM. Canterbury Black taking on Canterbury Reds.